Activity 3 is about queries, as we can see here, and reports. The whole activity should take us 40 minutes. You have to create two queries, A and B, and then you have to create a report which is based on a query as well. We will talk about that in a bit. And the total activity marks for activity 3 is 12. So let's start with the database. Let's set ourselves up. So let's start activity 3. We have query A. So we need to create a query to display an alphabetical sorted list of beach names. So beaches is the first thing that we have to think about. And then it says lifeguards in Boroughside and North End. Let's check in beach. There is no Boroughside and North End. So basically let's go to districts. Boroughside and North End are districts. So we basically need as well names of beaches and districts. So we have to take that into account. Why am I saying this? First of all, when you create a query, you have to know which tables you're gonna include. Regardless of that, we start the query as follows. We go to create, and as always, we go to the design view of the query. Like in the tables, we said table design. Now we're saying query design. So we click on that. We get this window here and the window that I just got rid of. So it's this one here. Remember, it's like in relationships. So you just right click in the void here in the gray area and you say show table. Just double click on all the tables. Yeah, already beach, we added it. We accidentally clicked on it earlier. So let's add district, review and volunteer. If you accidentally click on another table, it will just be like that. For instance, beach 1 is already there, so it appears like that. We close the window and we get rid of this either by right clicking and saying remove table, or by, like, let's do one more mistake, a volunteer table. Yeah, we can click on it and press the delete button, which is on the upper right corner of the keyboard. Delete. So now they're tangled. If we look at the relationships here, they're nicely laid out. That's what we need to achieve here as well. So let's see where that is. Here we have them like that. Let's put them a bit lower. I'll tell you why we're doing that. So first you make all the tables appear. You expand them as well so that you see all the fields. All the fields are now showing. All the tables are nicely laid out, and they're a lower part of the upper screen. Yeah, we want the beach table, and we can see that lifeguards is in the beach table, so the beach table is needed, and we need the district table as well. So we need this table, so we put it a bit up, and we need the district table, so we put that a bit up, and we need to get rid of the other tables, but be careful. So this table is not relevant, yeah, so you can remove that table, and this appears not to be removed, but look what happens if we say that the tables are not linked. One of the important things to think about when we're designing a query is that the tables that appear here must be linked. The query will not work like this. The results, the query might be designed all properly, but the results will be complete rubbish. So basically we need the table back. So show tables, it's the review table, this one, and this is because this table preserves the link between the two tables. So we cannot delete this, even though it doesn't have any role in the design of the query. Let's expand it again. It says we want alphabetically sorted list of the beach names. So there's the beach name. We just double click on the field. You can find them here, yeah, but that is a real hassle in order to get the fields there. You just double click on whatever you want. Let's say this one. Say you've done a mistake, you put beach type by accident. Again, remember that bold arrow. You have to be careful here. You get the bold arrow, but this time it's vertical, not horizontal. You click and you press the delete button and it's gone. You corrected that mistake. Now let's go back to the scenario. It says alphabetically sorted list of beach names. Okay, so sorted, where it says sorted, it wants them ascending order. Alphabetically means from A to Z. Ascending does that, ascending order. we've sorted this out. This is all done for beaches with lifeguards. So we want the lifeguards as well. So let's put the lifeguards, and it's in the same table. Just double click on it. Remember, I'm double clicking. The lifeguards are there, and it says in Boroughside and North End, which are districts only. So basically it says that there are lifeguards in Borough End and North End, so that's the result. It actually tells you the result. Don't get confused by this. Yeah, it's not a criteria. The criteria is it must show beaches with lifeguards, not without lifeguards. If we open the beach table, see the ones with ticks are Castle and Sidewind, those beaches. And those two beaches, one is in Boroughside and the other one is in North End district. How do we tell this query? We want to show beach names wherever lifeguards are ticked. Yeah. So remember that this was, if we see it in design view, assigned the lifeguard as yes, no data type. Each tick is a yes, and each not tick is a no. Yes is what we're looking for, the criterion that we're looking for. So where it says criteria in lifeguard, we want yes. This works as well if we say equal yes, and we'll check this in a while. Now it says as well that it must display names of the beaches and districts only. So we haven't got the districts, so let's just double click on district, and it's the district name that we want, and it says it must display only beaches and districts. It should not display lifeguard, so we untick that. The tick here is what is going to be displayed. Yeah, we go to the design view of the query and we click on run. If we don't remember where that is and we're confused where is that run to run the query, we can always say datasheet view. Datasheet view, like as in tables, we have design view and datasheet view of something. Datasheet view does the same thing as run. So there, or let's go back to the design view and click on run. We see this repetition. This is because it picks up the data in as many times it appears. In order to stop this happening, so we don't have this repeating twice, you see, and then this repeating twice, because that's not what we want. We just want the two. So we can go to design view and click on this, the S totals in design view. Yeah, so we get this group by appearing. See what happens down here when I click totals. Yeah, we want group by. That, if we press run now, we see only unique entries of Castle Beach has a lifeguard, and it's the district name is this one, but it doesn't show whole. Yes, we have to double click there. Let's see if this shows whole. Just make sure that they show proper. That will be the end of the query. However, let's go back to design view. We said that if we say equals yes, yeah, what's going to happen? We say run, it's the same result. If we delete it completely, there's no criteria, so that will show all the beaches in all the districts, yeah, regardless of whether they have or not a lifeguard. Or if we said yeah, no, let's check that. We say no. Let's click on the run, and we have only this one says no only. Yeah. If again we go to design view, I'm trying to show you all scenarios. Let's say we get rid of totals, then we have double entries. Yeah, so we go to view, make sure that we click on that, correct that to yes, and our query is done. Let's run it one last time. That's the result, correct result. Now how do we save this? We close it. Do you want to save it? Yes. So it's QRY, it's query 1, and it shows beaches with lifeguards. So we can say beaches with, no space, lifeguards. So that is it. Query 1, beaches with lifeguards. We say OK, and we've got our query here. So that would be the end of this lesson, showing to you how to create your first query.